Boker Tov, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shakol nehiyeh b'baro, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu leishev b'Sukkot. In the Babylonian Talmud, Tractate Sukkot, page 46a, there's an early teaching. Tanu Rabbanan hayu lefanav mitzvot harbe omer Baruch asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al hamitzvot. If somebody's got a number of different obligations before them, one should just make a blessing over all of them at once. Blessed are you, Master of the world, who commands us on mitzvot, all of these mitzvot. Rabbi Yehuda comes along and disagrees. Omer mevarech al kol achat bi'achat bifnei atzma. Actually, you have to bless each one separately, which is not as efficient. Amar Rabbi Zera v'temam Rabbi Chanina bar Papa Hilchataka Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Zera says, it's Rabbi Chanina bar Papa, that the law goes according to Rabbi Yehuda, that in fact one should bless on each one separately, even though it is less efficient. Nobody's probably ever heard of blessing al hamitzvot on a number of different mitzvot. That means if I were holding my lulav and etrog and I were sitting in my sukkah, I would just make one blessing over all of it and then fulfill those obligations after each one individually. And Rabbi Yehuda says, no, you got to do them each separately. And in fact, that's what the law is. And it is proved from a verse. My time of Rabbi Yehuda. Why does Rabbi Yehuda think each obligation gets an individual sanctification? It's a verse from Tehillim, Baruch Adonai Yom Yom. Blessed is God all of the time, day by day by day by day. Is this talking about the time of day? It says Yom, bless God. Blessed is God during the days, but not at night. How could that be? God is blessed all the time. Ela, bolomar lecha b'chol yom bayom ten lo me'ein birchotav. Actually, what this verse means is not that you bless God during the daytime at night and not at the nighttime. Rather, it comes to teach that each and every day gets its own individual, unique sanctification. Hachanami b'chol davar davar ten lo me'ein birchotav. So too, just like each and every day is unique, full of its own potential, doesn't have to be like yesterday. Each mitzvah also gets its own blessing, that there has to be some distinction between the first and the second. There's no one blessing that can capture every single moment as if they are all the same. And this, I think, is one of the beautiful ways in which the Jewish tradition asks us to be present in each and every moment as it is, to be fully aware that any sanctified act can change our lives or can set a particular trajectory, and that when we move on to whatever is next, something is different. The cosmos has changed. The world has changed between the first and the second, and that means or demands a second blessing from the Master of the world. And so, yes, it works for blessings. Each obligation gets its own separate blessing, but also moments. And so, I'm going to enjoy this moment, my morning coffee in the sukkah, and then I'm going to pick up my lulav and my etrog when it starts to get a little bit light out. I'm going to enjoy that moment separately, and know that when I pick up the four species, something will be different. Something will be different. God willing, the world will change for the better in that time. I know it will change, but I hope that it changes for the better.